Hello, and welcome to this review of the London's Greatest Lovers historical romance book series by Lorraine Heath. I'm Olivia, your favorite resource for book recommendations you can easily screenshot. You're watching Random Olive Reads. First up is Passions of a Wicked Earl. The Earl of Westcliff and his wife Claire have been estranged since their wedding night when he found his younger brother in her bed. Claire was basically too young and skittish of her new husband, so she and her friend contrived a way for Westcliff to postpone the wedding night. Except that didn't work out so well because Westcliff is holding a massive grudge and Claire has been exiled to the country estate for the past 3 years. Claire is finally growing some backbone because she's in London to claim her place as Countess and launch her younger sister into society. We get to see Claire and Westcliff actually talk to each other and get to know each other as they hadn't before, being betrothed since before Claire was born. They've definitely got a lot of learning and groveling to do on both sides. It was interesting to get to know Westcliff's family dynamic and meet his brothers, who feature in the next two books. Pleasures of a Notorious Gentleman is book 2 of the series. Middle brother Stephen has always been a shameless rake and completely purposeless, with an Earl older brother and a Duke younger brother. When his brothers buy him a commission in the army to help build his character, he goes and hopes for the best. Except that he has come home injured and with no memory at all of his time at war. When Nurse Mercy comes calling at his brother's English estate with a baby that is clearly his son, he feels terrible he doesn't remember her, and then he marries her to provide for his new family. Mercy's keeping her own secrets and is almost glad about Stephen's memory loss. They're basically starting from scratch here and developing a relationship anew. This is probably one of the angstiest amnesia stories I've read because Mercy's secret is a big one, and Stephen will definitely feel betrayed when he finds out the truth. Waking Up with the Duke is book 3 of the series. This one has a crazy setup that just generally leads to heartbreak for everyone involved. The Duke of Ainsley is being asked by his disabled best friend and cousin Walfort to bed the man's wife Jane and get her with child. 3 years prior, these two were in a massive curricle accident, which left Walford paralyzed and unable to, with his wife, and the stress of which caused his wife to lose her unborn baby. Walford seeks to give Jane comfort, passion, and a baby in the form of his friend. Except Jane is definitely not on board because she hates Ainsley for having caused the reckless accident in the first place. However, the plot must go forth, and Jane and Ainsley end up going through with the plan, causing tons of emotional upheaval as they try and fail to stay emotionally distant from each other. It's a guilt trip everywhere around. If you want to feel feelings, this book is for you. So, if you need an angsty emotional read, this whole series is just ripe for that. We get a pretty tightly knit series here with the three brothers featured as the main characters. They definitely all make appearances in all of the books, along with their mother and her lover. We get to see the love story with their Duchess mother unfold throughout all of these three books as well, which is an interesting aside from the main story being told in each book. Overall, I really enjoyed this whole series, and you really can't go wrong if you just pick your favorite trope and read as a standalone. My favorite here was book 3 with our usually sturdy Duke with his best friend's wife. I mean, you can't ask for a better setup for heartbreak. Thank you so much for watching this video. Hopefully I've convinced you to read all 3 books of the series. Links to the books are in the description box. Like and subscribe to get updates, and you can follow me on Instagram at randomolive.